Can you share with us, like, Jim's group today was not envisaged back then when you were starting out, but tell us just a little bit about Jim's group today.
Well, what happened was, look, I finished, I was mowing full time, basically from 1982. I started pretty quickly getting as much work as I could handle, putting on subcontractors, which wasn't great service. And then I switched to building up and selling lawn mowing rounds, which was better, but still, very, very limited. And then a company called VIP came in from Adelaide, and they were a franchise lawn mowing company, which I didn't even think was possible, but they did. And they came in and they had like 250 franchisees, which really frightened me because I had about 10 subbies, and I was building up and selling. I actually rang up the state manager and said to him, look, I'm Jim from Jim's Mowing, which was called Jim's Mowing in those days. And I said, look, I really don't want to compete with you guys. What if I just help to build VIP and I give you all my customers and stuff and help to build you up? And he said, no, thanks. So I thought I just thought I better try and find out what these guys were doing, if there's any possible way to survive against them, because they scared me. So I went to the franchising expo that year, which was 1988, in the old exhibition buildings. And I just went to the store and the stands and said, look, tell me about your system. I'm very interested. Not telling them why I was interested. And he gave me this brochure and spent 15 minutes telling me about VIP. And then the state manager came in and kicked me off the stand. Said, that's Jim Penman, don't tell him anything else. But, I looked at it and I thought, well, there's sense to this. I can see a reason why a person would want to come into a franchise system. But, I reckon maybe I could do something even more attractive to franchisees. That was my idea. I thought if I can make it attractive franchisees. So I looked at all the things people didn't like about franchising, and I developed a contract. It took me 9 months arguing with lawyers to develop a contract that was very, very franchisee focused. Like, we actually forbid ourselves the right to take customers from a franchisee. So if you put a new franchise customer in the area, rather than saying, okay, now this new guy started, you got to give me your regulars. We said, no, we can't do that. We can buy them off you at your price if you want to sell them. We gave them a right of renewal. We gave them the right to say, we're not going to force you to buy anything from us. A lot of things. And with time, we actually put more stuff on. We give the right to change franchise laws, to vote out your franchise laws, veto changes to your own manual, all kinds of things. So the idea was to put a system together that would be extremely attractive to franchisees. And I didn't really think much of it. When I first started off, somebody said to me, what do you think you could achieve by this thing? And I say, well, if it goes really well, maybe one day I could have 100 franchisees. We're now 4,640 odd, counting and rising. So it worked out rather better than I thought.
So I'd just like to explore that. Like, so you're 4,600, and of course it was Jim's Mowing, initially. So you had the picture of you with the bucket hat. I think there was a bit more. I think it was dark coloured hair, and some of it was on the face, Jim. If I remember.
Yeah, I had a beard. That's all to do with women too. I'll tell you that story if you like. Growing it and taking it off, all women.
Well, you may have been well before your time, because we're based in Fitzroy, which is the hipster centre of Melbourne. There's a lot of young men with beards, with some very attractive women walking around. So you may have had something back then, Jim.